Here we are bringing you 1989 Flair baseball cards. I haven't completed the set yet. Getting there, getting down. Because now we're down to the 451 to 475. So we're getting down. Only 400 more to go, 450 to go. All right. So here we have Pedro, first base. And in the back, we have a little about Pedro and some of the games and years that he's played. He has a beautiful long career here. Here's some more. If I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video so you can check these scores out, especially if you went to the game. Here's the before and after the All-Star game. If you went to the game, it's always cool, huh? You told someone a story and they didn't believe it? Good for you. Here's Bob. Now you can prove your point. Hopefully it was right. All right. Here we have Bob. Also a first base. And here's a little bit about Bob. Some of the clubs and years that he's played, along with all the good scores down at the bottom. And the before and after, and the after has no answer. Be careful that part. Okay, Tim Jones. Here we have Tim. Second base. And here's a little bit about Tim. The years and clubs that he's played. And the most important part is the did you know fact. I always like them. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Steve. Steve Lake is a catcher. A little bit about Steve. Clubs and years that he's played. The before and after. Now Steve is very important. Look at his batting average. Can you imagine that? Wow. I wonder if that was an error. That's an awful high one. 500? I don't think I've seen that in this whole set. You get 300 and something, but I've never seen 500. Very interesting. I wonder if that was a typo. Okay, here we have Joe. He's a pitcher. They're all wearing red. All for the beautiful Cardinal. A lot of red on them. Okay, here's a little bit about Joe. The years that he's played. Now remember, this only starts in 1989. So they probably played a lot before and after. Because this only takes you to 89. And of course, some do you know facts. And before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Greg. He's a pitcher. Look at that beautiful smile. Here's a little bit about Greg. Teams that he's played in the years. along with his ending scores. And what I like, the Did You Know fact. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Willie. Willie's an outfielder. Here we have a little bit about Willie. Years and clubs that he's played. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Larry. Larry is a pitcher. So a little bit about Larry. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. Here's some more, along with the scores at the bottom. And the before and after the All-Star break. Here we have Josie. He's an infielder. Look at that. Always nice to get a picture when they're in action, right? Cool. Alright, here's a little bit about Josie. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. Here we have some more, along with his scores. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Tony. Tony's a catcher. It's a little bit about Tony. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. Some more of the years and clubs that he's played, along with his scores. And before and after the All-Star breaks. Next we have Terry. He's a third baser. Oh, his job's hard. He's got to turn around and try to catch it and stop them all from going home. Quite the job. A lot of stress on that one. Team's depending on you. Alright, so here's Terry. Some of the years and clubs that he's played, along with his score. And what I like most is the Did You Know fact. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Steve, and he's a pitcher. Here's a little bit about Steve. Some of the clubs and years that he's played, along with his total scores. And another Did You Know fact. And the before and after the All-Star break. Okay, we have Ozzie, shortstop. A little bit about Ozzie here. Some of the clubs and years that he's played. And his scores. The before and after the All-Star break. we have Scott, and he's a pitcher. Here we have a little bit about Scott. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. A did you know fact. And the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Danny. He's a third baser. Here's a little bit about Danny. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. Some more of the years and clubs that he's played. The before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Todd. He's a pitcher. Here's a little bit about Todd. Years and clubs that he's played. And before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Tony. He's an outfielder. A little bit about Tony. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. Some more years and clubs along with his totals. And the before and after the All-Star break. He's doing pretty good. It's over 300. I don't understand that other one getting 500. That was like, wow. I ain't seen that one. Okay. Dante. He's an outfielder. It's a little bit about Dante. Some of the clubs that he's played. And the years, along with the totals. And what I like most is the did you know fact. Alright. Next we have Bob. He's a catcher. And here we have a little bit about Bob. Some of the clubs and years that he's played. And he's played a long time, because there's some more. Along with his totals. A very good batting average. Anything over 300 to me is good. Usually that's the most I see till that 500 one came up. Gotta be something wrong with that one. I can't imagine that. Either that or he really made the big times for sure. What do you think? Think he made the big times for sure? I got right there. Steve Leake. Okay, here we have Terry. He's a pitcher. Here's a little bit about Terry. The years and clubs that he's played. And my did you know fact. And the before and after the All-Star break. Done some good winning there, huh? Here we have Stu. Stu is a pitcher. Here's a little bit about Stu. Some of the years and clubs that he's played. And here we have some more years and clubs that he's played. Along with the before and after the All-Star break. Next we have Mike. Mike is a pitcher. Here's a little bit about Mike. Some of the clubs he's played. And the years. And of course my favorite, Did You Know Fact. A lot of Did You Know Fact in this group. And before and after the All-Star break. That's pretty cool. A lot of Did You Know Fact. Okay, Sherman. He's a pitcher. Here's a little bit about him. Of course, he's only got a few years on there, but remember, this only went to 1989. So I'm sure he continued. He's at the very beginning of all this anyhow. Look at that. Didn't really have anything in the before, but he's sure gaining in the after. Okay, here's Chili Davis, outfielder. Look at the concentration in his eyes. Heavy. It's a little bit about Chili. Some of the clubs and years that he's played. And his scores. And before and after the All-Star break. And the last one is Brian. Brian is an outfielder. It's a little bit about Brian. Some of the clubs and years that he's played. Some more of the clubs and years along with his totals. And his batting average. Alright. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. And by all means, share the video with other baseball fans, especially anybody who may have gone to a game in 1989. They'll enjoy because they remember the people that played. If you went to a game, you paid a lot to go see that game, you remembered who was in it. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye now.